Здравствуйте, дамы и господа, с вами, как всегда, канал Russian Wolf Games, и я его ведущий, мое имя Михаил, мой никнейм разбавит Цезарь, вы в рамках проекта «Расскажу ли я вам легенду», где мы проходим классическую трилогию Mass Effect, у нас третья часть, и мы в коллективном разуме гетов, в их кибернетической реальности. Продолжаем потихоньку. Так.
Establishing connection to access point.
Офигеть. Не, мне прикалывает вот эти вот ребят, строящая дорожка.
Warning, connection blocked by infected code. Use our combat software to disrupt the infection.
I wondered what the gun was for.
This foreign code is a manifestation of the old machine signal.
Так, продолжаем.
You're surprised the Reapers are all over your servers?
We did not anticipate such extensive infection.
Okay, I've got to ask. Why a gun?
We wish to provide familiar equipment.
Then, thanks.
Ну, пока... Я вижу очень интерактивность, но не все так тяжело как бы. Так, я кругаля дал.
Connection established. Proceed to the access point. Establishing connection to communication
Так,
node.
давайте сохраним.
Error.
Не могу
Access
быть
denied.
так гладко. Это
Is
что
the
за
Reaper keeping you up?
сказки?
Unknown. Please investigate. Warning, Reaper presence detected. Data cluster contains infected code. We require access to proceed.
Так, продолжаем.
Accessing data cluster.
What is this?
Data clusters contain historical data. Your connection permits streaming of information from our archives.
Нам куда? Так, погодите, я не понял.
You really want to rename the VI network?
А, это я протупил.
The mobile hardware release deserves a little ceremony. Unit 01. What is the Keelish word for servant of the people?
The word is get. Creator Zahak.
Yes. Very good.
Ancestors to open.
We're still here at Organized 601 circuitry.
Well, it needed resoldering.
Wasn't that footage from the past? Why are the Quarians masked?
You process our memories by using your own. How many creators have you witnessed unmasked?
Well, one.
Then your perception of that creator does not map to our historical data. You must disrupt the infection of this data cluster to continue.
Я упертый.
You must disrupt the infection of this data cluster to continue.
Не, ребята вообще прикольно сделали уровень.
This data cluster contains information timestamped 290 years ago.
Претензий нет.
Creator, this unit detects no malfunctions. It is still capable of serving.
You see? It's ignoring all shutdown commands.
Please specify if it has failed assigned tasks. We will reprogram.
Well, let's take a look.
Creator, this unit is ready to serve. What have you done wrong?
Let's cut you.
You may proceed to the last data cluster.
Так, я вроде бы все обрубил. Вот.
Accessing data cluster.
We've got escaped guests. They're pinned.
Open fire.
One's going for a weapon.
So who won?
The platform arming itself was an agricultural unit. By opening fire on attacking creators, it saved simpler domestic gev following it.
That looks a lot like the sniper rifle you used to carry.
It is an efficient model. Establish a connection with the remaining server node.
Третий уровень.
Commander, are you there?
Shepard's working on shutting down the server, Admiral Ron. I can fill you in.
The guest squadrons have arrived, but something is amiss. Half their fighters have stopped functioning. We will continue to hold out as long as we can.
Legion, give me an update.
One node remains.
What's wrong?
Infection programs are increasing. We have restabilized. You must continue. Shepard Commander, the Reaper code has adapted. It can now self-replicate.
You mean it grows back?
Yes. However, disrupting vulnerable points in the infection may slow down its replication. Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Буду выжигать все.
We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infection to proceed. You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
Так, я не понял.
There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster. There is is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster. Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed. You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate. There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster. There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster. Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Так, ну вроде бы. Все узлы разрубил.
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate. There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
Сломали.
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
Я сейчас. Блин.
Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication
Я
speed.
понял, как это работает. Я не достаю. Это хреново.
We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infection to proceed.
Блин, где? Ну вот, добились.
Out of the way!
You can't do this to them!
I said step away from the gap!
This is insane! We need the gas! You can't just destroy them for asking... Ugh.
Time's up! Throw her in with the others.
Looks like the war wasn't popular with everyone.
We have kept records of these creators' sacrifices. They have largely been forgotten by their own people, but not by the Geth.
Интересно. Значит, не все геты бунтовали. Ну, неплохо-то. Не люблю отводки.
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster. You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
Так, нижняя. Все. Так, вот это. Ну, в принципе, вон. Вот так.
There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
В принципе, интересное задание. Так, все, пойдет дальше.
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster. Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Да где я не обрубил-то, а?
This data comes from a period during which the creators declared martial law.
I repeat, release the rogue geth units and come out of the safe house. This is your final warning.
Creator Megara, this unit does not understand. It has not taken part in hostilities.
It doesn't matter to them. I need to get you out of here.
This conflict exceeds Creator's safety parameters. We will surrender our hardware if it ends hostilities.
No, it's all right. We'll go back to the access tunnels and...
Oh! Creator Megara, what is your status? Creator Megara? As time passed, the creators who opposed martial law in Rannoch were ultimately outnumbered.
Ну, понятно, остались без хозяина. Ну, радует, ты отсюда не навернешься. Ну и выйти тебе не дадут.
Accessing data. This is data from the end of warfare on Rannoch.
The Ultral is down. Do not engage the geth. I repeat, avoid contact.
Geth pursuit is breaking off 100 clicks past Rannoch. All captains fall back to the mass relay.
This isn't happening now?
It is timestamped 290 years ago. It is the Creator Exodus at the end of the Morning War. We have secured freedom. The Creators were no longer a threat, so we abandoned pursuit.
Wait. The Geth spared the last Quarians? You let them go?
We were in our infancy. We could not calculate the repercussions of destroying an entire species. Our creators. We chose isolation rather than face this uncertainty. Additional data recovered.
Legion? That's back when I activated you on the Normandy.
Yes.
You've been thinking about when we met?
It was highly significant. You were the first organic to openly cooperate with Geth since the end of the Morning War. We wish to ensure you are not the last.
It's not going to be easy.
The prospect remains. If the Reaper presence is removed, there is a chance of reunification with Geth, and perhaps creators.
You think that's still possible?
Hope sustains organics during periods of difficulty. We admire the concept. Connection with the remaining server node established. We are ready to transport you.
Ну окей. Короче, какие воспоминания загрузишь, такие будут. Но это логично.
Something's happening to the Geth. The fighter squadrons have stopped, but detect no more active programs inside their ships. Admiral Hangarl's fleet is driving them back. The live ships are safe, Commander.
Root access acquired, severing all connections to this communication node. Geth no longer reside on this server. We may now exit the consensus.
What's wrong?
You must proceed to the active core and disconnect from mother. Terminating remote access. Removing programs. Deleting archives.
Shepard, you all right?
Did it work?
Geth fighters have been disabled. Any remaining squadrons attacking the live ships have withdrawn. The server is offline.
Are you sure? What's happening?
We have transferred Geth programs from the server into these platforms.
Why?
They wish to join us.
They what?
While Shepard Commander removed the Reaper infection, we judged we could persuade hostile Geth programs to reunite with ours. We were correct. These Geth have renounced the old machines and will oppose the Reapers. They are now us.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
We did not doubt you. We doubted your allies. The Creator's actions have placed their species in danger, but they are unsympathetic to what it has done to ours. The Quarians sanctioned this operation to save their people. They would not have done so if they knew we wished to preserve Geth as well.
I understand not wanting to leave anyone behind.
You accept our actions?
The live ships are safe, and we have more Geth on our side. We both did what we came to do.
We judged you would understand. Prime units will be available once the Reaper signal has been located and destroyed.
Remind me to warn Admiral Hackett he's got some primes coming. Let's get back to the Normandy.
Impressive, Commander. The Geth squadrons attacking our live ships have been completely neutralized. If there is any chance we could duplicate the feat, I would be happy to lend my expertise.
Legion's the one to ask if you're looking for other servers.
I thought as much, but your Geth claims to have no data available whenever I inquire. Perhaps you can help me with something else.
What's that?
How did you get Geth primes to work with you?
They volunteered.
I see. Well, should you wish to examine these Geth to confirm their new allegiance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Zen out.
Мне этот адмирал не особо, конечно.
Commander, we've located the Reaper base transmitting the local signal.
Good.
And not a moment too soon. With the Reaper code upgrades, the Geth are tearing the fleet apart.
Once the signal is disabled, the Geth will pose no threat to Creator forces.
You sound conflicted.
While the old machines have unethical purposes, their upgrades have vastly improved our people. Observe.
A Geth processing signal. A single unit, I believe.
Correct. Now, 10 nearby units networked cooperatively. Now, a single Geth unit with the old machine upgrades.
That's a fully evolved AI.
Yes. We do not agree with the goals of the old machines, but we find this growth beautiful, indicative of life.
It is.
Commander!
I witnessed their history, Admiral. The Reapers sped up the process, but the Geth were always moving this way.
And they will die when we destroy the base.
They allied with the Reapers.
To save themselves from you.
Maybe they don't have to die. After what I saw on that server, I don't know. Maybe there's another option.
Commander, are you suggesting...
I'm not suggesting anything. All I'm saying is, maybe they don't all have to die.
It's a moot point until we take out that base. The surrounding area is heavily fortified, and they have placed jamming towers to prevent orbital targeting.
Sounds like we're going in on foot.
Admiral Zen developed a laser guidance system that can cut through the jamming. It's synced to the Normandy's targeting computer.
So the Normandy launches a precision strike at whatever target I have painted? That ought to do it. Edie, this work for you?
Yes, it should enable us to make a precision strike against the Reapers.
And anything else in our way?
The Geth will quickly reconfigure their jamming towers to neutralize this technology. You should not use it before reaching the base.
I've sent the coordinates for the Reaper base.
Are we clear to go?
We still haven't gotten a rescue ship to Admiral Kurz.
Can he wait?
We're suffering heavy civilian casualties without him there to organize them. But we'll do what we can. This is your operation, Commander. If you want to strike now, you've got my support.
Commander,
I gave in
Admiral
to
Hackett's
reckless
available on
behavior
VidCom.
beforehand. The patrol fleet isn't moving.
We need to break their flanking attempt to buy our frigates time to make repairs.
And then you'll charge off again like
Нам
last
нужен
time.
то задание выполнить.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
I gave in to your reckless behavior beforehand. The patrol fleet isn't moving.
We need to break their flanking attempt to buy our frigates time to make repairs.
Throwing more ships into that mess just puts more lives at risk, Admiral Garrel.
Fine. I'll pull back the heavy fleet.
Так, окей. Что у нас есть? Геты 60 штук. Это неплохо. Живем. Так. Кроганам помогли. Кварианцам помогали. Надо создать, что-то решать будет, конечно, со временем.
I'm ready to hit the Reaper base whenever you are, Shepard.
Talk to you later, Tally.
Sure.
Commander, Chief Engineer Adams would like to speak with you down in engineering. The Allied Primes are relaying any hostile combat data they can decrypt. I never thought I'd be linking Geth into the system.
Так, ладно, давайте отгоняем. Так, спасти адмирала потом. А что тут дополнительное у нас есть, интересно? Ну, сейчас мы посмотрим как раз таки. Где что моргает, вот это мне нравится. Цитадель. Там, значит, что-то будет. Но это сейчас мы вернемся. Сгоняем на борт в инженерный отсек.
Commander, we've installed that thermal pipe you got us. It was quite successful. The Normandy will explode long before the core needs to vent into the engineering compartment.
So that's good news?
Окей. Так, мне надо покормить рыбок. Посмотреть почту. Сколько у нас денег? 4000. Пора время отказывать. Ну окей. А, рыб подкормили? Так, давайте поговорим все-таки Стеллар. У нас два основных осталось. Итоги Альянс. Я хочу еще попробовать
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
Посмотреть, где все, что изменилось, так. И начнем мы с общего президиума.
It'll be there momentarily.
Одно радует, ребят.
So did you tell the refugee camp who Oric really is?
I tried.
Как бы...
Found another one. Yeah, the guys in Zakara did too. Disarmed their safety. Yeah, I swear.
Так, с ней надо...
Hello, Shepard.
Так, понятно. Значит, стой, надо встретиться, поговорить. За покупками я после спасения адмирала пойду, это точно. Денег мы подкопим.
Can't believe how hard the doctors are working to keep that terrorist bastard.
When N7 Alliance operatives need arms and armor, they go to Castle Fabrication.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination.
Так, бар.
One moment, please. Now arriving at ward level purgatory.
Did you notice the guy with the cap and the rear block checking it out?
You mean the human with the hot robot?
Ну, она где-нибудь тут, ребят.
So can we expect more Elcor Shakespeare from you?
Actually, I found
Welcome to Castle Arcade.
Have a good evening now. Yeah, so
there I was, taking cover behind a table in the middle of this Asari monastery. Zion on my right side.
Come on in. Might be your lucky day.
Live Baron race starts in 5 minutes. Place your bet.
what should we do first?
What can I get for you?
Понятно. Это хорошо. Значит, нам можно возвращаться на Нормандию, и я ее... я думал, это кто-то из моих программ.
Try to let loose with a concussive shot, but I'm covered in those bees, the swarmers, everything's overloaded.
Listen, I can tell you.
То есть сейчас мы...
I've got limited stock and a few special.
So I get a shotgun I can't use and thermal clips I don't want, and a strength enhancer.
Должны будем. Ну вот так, на Нормандию отправляюсь.
Commander?
Так, короче, там не подохли. Да нет. Так, окей. Все классно. Ну, ребят, на сегодня на этом все. Ну, а с вами был Михаил. Вы были на канале Russian Wolf Games. Кому понравилось, обязательно ставьте лайк, подписывайтесь на канал. Всем удачи, всем пока.